Hi people, and I'm back cooking again. And today, like I said last time, I'm on my own again. I'm going to have a go at doing a quiche. As you can see, I've got 4 ounces of plain flour, 2 ounces of butter. Yes, it is butter, and it says a good sprinkle of salt. Then it does say to mix this all in until it turns into breadcrumbs. Well, you've seen me do this hundreds, thousands of times, and well, it always turns into breadcrumbs. So, like I said, I've shown you hundreds and thousands of times, so I'm not going to bother showing you again. Right, it's more or less resembles breadcrumbs, so I'm going to pour some water in. And mix it together with a fork until it's all come together. I think time to work it properly. I think need a little bit more water in, not too much. I will admit I have put a bit too much in, but it doesn't matter because the flour will dry it out when I put it on the table. So let's get the flour now. Put it onto the table. Put that across there for now. And as you can see now, it's starting to, well, I don't know if you can, but as you can see, it's starting to dry out. Well, I can feel it's drying out a bit more flour. And then it's a case of rolling it out. The problem is I haven't got my rolling pin with me, so I'll go and fetch it. As you can see, I've got my frying pan with some oil in it, and it does say to cut 3 rashers of bacon very finely. Now I'm going to pre-cook these, I'm going to pre-cook these. Right, now there's 3 rashers in there, all going to cook. Let's see if I can separate them. If not, it doesn't really matter, because they all eventually will get cooked. It's very thin bacon, different from what I normally get, but not to worry. That's it, so that's on number 4, that's on number 4, so I'm going to let that cook. I'm going to add a few onions, well yeah, a few onions, and we'll see how it all goes. As you can see, I've added a few onions. I'm not really a big onion fan, unless it's on hot dogs or hamburgers. I don't often have them anyway. So that's the bacon. Not much bacon there, but yeah, that's that cooking slowly. Oh, slowly. So now let's get back to the pastry. I've got my trusty rolling pin now, and I'm going to roll that out. I'm only making a small one. Oops, I'm not making any yet. It still hasn't. That's it, so we'll roll it up again. I've been eating this like bread in a minute. Right, so make it round, or round-ish, and we'll roll it out. And I'll just keep rolling it out. I said I'm only going to make a small one, but by the time I'll be finished it could probably feed the 5,000 anyway. So if you want to know why I'm making a small one, because I'm just making one small one, as a lot of you will know, as I have never ever made it a secret, I'm not keen on pastry. So let's just see if that's big enough. That's more than big enough. That is more than big enough. So I've come without everything. Only thing I've come with is my glass of water. So I'll get a knife and I'll cut it, then I'll put it in. Well, I'll glaze. I'll kick camera. Stop kicking the camera. I'll grease this. Well, yeah, I'll grease that and show you the all going in. Will you give over kicking that camera? Now I'm going to start by cutting some tomatoes. You know, all the new knives I buy and everything, I still revert back to this one. It's still sharp. It scares me to death. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, I forgot something. Right, my finger guard. There's no point in having one or two if you're not going to use them. Oop. See that squirt out? That's because they were fresh this morning. That's it. And then I'm going to just put them in the bowl. What I've got. Ooh. There we are. Juice in as well. And as you know, I don't like tomatoes. Not fresh anyway. I can have in a tin. I found out a while back, I can have tomatoes from a tin now, which made me quite happy. So that's the tomatoes, or as I call them, tomatoes, because I know a lot of you are getting fed up with me using big F words. I'm only having a laugh. Obviously you can't. I've got an egg. I've got a cup to cook these, break these eggs into. Will you give over kicking that camera? Right, I've just put my 2 eggs in. That's my cup to break them into. Somebody mentioned about breaking eggs into a cup first before you put them in the... Anyway, I've done that. And the same fork I used the pastry for, because it's only got a little bit on, I'm going to mix that round. And I don't know if you remember, I did some bacon and onions. Now they are done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them and I'm going to drop them in this as well. So now that's the bacon and the onions and the tomatoes and the eggs all in one. I'm not actually too sure when the camera went blank, but if you didn't see it, I have got bacon, as you know, which I cooked earlier, a few onions in, tomatoes, and what I've put in here, egg, tomatoes, bacon and onion. I know normally me, you and probably half the other people in the world would slap loads and loads of cheese in it. Unfortunately my son, he can have cheese but he doesn't like it, so I'm not going to put any in for him. I'm not going to upset him or anything. So I'm going to put some of this, because it's not going to all go in, some of this mixture into the flan, which I will show you, because I've got, like I said, I've got it on charge. I think it must have run out of charge. So I'm going to put some of this in. I'm going to get a tablespoon and put some in flan, show you, then put it in the oven, and then we'll see how it turns out. Right, as you can see, I've cut a lot of the excess, I'm wanting to say fat, but it isn't. Excess pastry off, that's it, yeah. Like I said, I don't think all this, can you see me? I don't think, I'm sure it's supposed to be a lot of egg. Never mind. I'm getting quite a bit of egg in it. I think a little touch more, because that should be that bit of bacon in, and this, can you see, there's quite a lot left, but I did say I was making a small one. Now that's going to go in the oven. I'm going to put it in the oven. It's cooking on ring, because I've just had ring on. I'm going to put that in the oven for 10 minutes, and then I put everything in the oven and check after 10 minutes. If it's not ready, I will leave it a bit longer, and well, we'll see how that goes. As you can see, it's come out. It's come out, and as far as I know, it looks. I know you're going to say, oh, there's a lot of overhanging pastry. Yeah, I know, I didn't cut it off with some scissors, I only cut it off with a knife. So yes, I'm gonna take it out of its tin. Oh, it's in a tin. Well, you know it's in a tin, you can see the tin, well you can't see the tin, but it's in a tin, and I'm gonna take it out, put it on that plate, and hopefully to Christ it's gonna stay all together. Now that is the quiche out of its tin. As you can see, it's been in the tin because of the pattern around the outside. I'm going to cut a piece off, which I am scared of because it might all fall apart. As you all know, which I have never made a secret, I am not a big fan of pie crust. Ow. So, well, yeah, and Lee's not a fan of quiche. So I will be eating the inside of everything and getting rid of the crust. So I'm going to try that when it cools down. That is the quiche, and I'm going to try a bit now. Oh my, where's my water? Oh my God, that is gorgeous, and I am not lying, even the pastry is nice. So yes, there's going to be a link in the description to my merchandise. If you like what you see, no. There's going to be a link in the description to my merchandise. If you like what you see, please keep viewing me. If you want to give me a thumbs up, please feel free. If you want to leave a comment or a recipe, please feel free, the more the merrier. And if you haven't subscribed, or you know someone who hasn't subscribed, get subscribing, get them subscribed, get everybody subscribing. Thank you. Oh, before I go, I will be trying to do a few recipes on my own. Well, I mean, I've got to learn, haven't I? So I shall start doing some recipes on my own, and hopefully they should turn out okay. Thank you. Bye.